Anyways, so like I said, first of all, continuous, nothing. Mandatory, yes, chain link 1. So use chain link 1. Optional, yes, chain link 2. Now, after that, there will be no priority because there's a mandatory. Now, what happens here is if a monster is summoned under priority and a mandatory is in play, like Wengu, it will kill the monster before you can retain priority. Now that happens because mandatory chain link 1, optional chain link 2. Now it resolves. You get your search, it dies, and then it resolves, which kills it, obviously. Now, this is very important to understand because Wengu will prevent priority. So if your opponent tries to summon, like, let's say, Rescue Rabbit, it doesn't work. So basically, Rescue Rabbit, Lone Fire, Blossom, anything with priority. Now the reason for that is mandatory effects must be placed first. And when a mandatory is effect there, something's already placed, and there's no room for priority. Like, priority has to be chain link 1. That's the rule for priority. When you summon it, you call priority, bam, it's off the field, or whatever happens. That's priority. With a mandatory effect, you can't call priority because there's already chain link 1 taken up. But you still can get your optional effects. Like, don't misunderstand that. Optional trigger effects still will activate. As I said, normal summon, chain link 1. Chain link 2, because it is optional. You're not now. Let me explain a little more. Some people are probably saying, "Well, but it's optional. Couldn't you just miss the timing on it?" No. The reason is mandatories are chain link 1 because they have to be activated, but you still get the ability to activate it because when you've already fulfilled the condition. The condition has been fulfilled, so the effect can be activated. You don't have to retain anything. It's already there. It's a built-in game mechanic. You summon, the condition was fulfilled, bam, the effect can be activated. Now you can choose whether or not to, and obviously you probably will choose to do so. I don't know why you wouldn't search, but I don't know why you'd summon a green gadget while Wengu's on the field anyway. Frickin' scrubs. Stop summoning gadgets while Wengu's in play. But anyway, so remember that. Priority must be chain link 1. So if you have a King Tiger Wengu, that doesn't work. Or another mandatory effect that takes up the chain. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Sorry. I mean, Wengu is the best example because he's just right there. He's like, in your face, bitch. So Wengu is one of the best examples. Another really good thing to remember is priority. Okay, let's use priority as an example. Now, priority, as we saw, it goes continuous, mandatory, optional, priority. Let me see if I can find something with priority here real quick. We'll use Wind Up Soldier. Just an example. Just an example. Okay? This is going to be an example. Let's say you summon Wind Up Soldier. And you declare priority, right? Now remember, when you summon and declare priority, whatever, if it has a cost, it has to be played. But so let's say you summon Wind Up Soldier, right? You declare priority. Okay. Does that have a cost? No. So from there on, you would respond with trap hole, bottomless, whatever you want to play. Okay. Nothing interrupts it. You play the bottomless, it removes it from play, etc., etc., etc. Shenanigans. Okay. That's all good and just. Now, however, let's say this is Rescue Rabbit, okay? Let's say that, I know it's not, shut up. I don't want to go dig out my Rescue Rabbit, so bleh, it's over at my friend's house. Yes, I'm letting my friend borrow it, because he's playing some retarded deck, whatever. So let's say this is Rescue Rabbit. Let's say they normal summon. Now, when you call priority on an effect that has a cost, it's a much different situation. Rescue Rabbit has 1,000 if you don't know. One second. I believe that's his attack. I don't know, whatever. I had a printed out proxy of Rescue Rabbit to look at, but whatever. It's 1,000, 1,000 if I remember correctly. So let's say they summon it. Now the first thing it goes, continuous? No. Mandatory? No. Optional? No. Now it goes to priority. Now you can declare the priority of Rescue Rabbit. Now Rescue Rabbit's cost is to remove itself from play. So the minute you declare the priority, bam, it's out of play. Gone. Now, after that is when you can respond. So you can't play Trap Hole, you can't play Chain Disappearance, you can't play anything like that. It's already too late because there's no monster to play it on. That's a very important thing because I've seen so many people try and Chain Disappearance and other cards like that on Rescue Rabbit and Lone Fire Blossom. It does not work. The monster is gone immediately as part of the cost, and that's all there is to it. Now, as I said, if there's something like Wangu in play, it will override priority. Always remember that. Mandatory effects take precedence on the chain. So, after, let's say, you summon your green gadget, activate the effect. Now, in this one, there's multiple chains. Okay, so let's say you summon, let's say you summon Wind Up Soldier, right? In this phase, it's called an open response chain. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm about to explain it. An open response chain is where multiple cards can be activated against the same action. Now, you can summon a card against the same action. Remember that. So, your action is you summon Wind Up Soldier. Summon response chain. Let's say I play Trap Hole, okay? I play Trap Hole on your Wind Up Soldier. Let's say, I don't know, you chain Book of Moon, okay? Give me a second. Aha! Book of Moon. Would you look at that? Okay. Let's say you chain Book of Moon, okay? Now, this is an open response chain, so I can still play more cards against him if I have them. So let's say I play Bottomless Trap Hole against his summon still, because it's an open response chain. So let's say you have another card to play. Let's say you play Shrink, okay? So you play Shrink. If I have another card to activate, I can activate it. So let's say I activate another Bottomless Trap Hole. Now, this isn't possible because, like I said, it's an open response chain. These are very few and far between. This rarely happens. The only times I've ever seen this happen is BKSS. And that's when a monster is attacking and when a monster is summoned. That's it. Like, that's the only time I've ever seen this crap. And it's called open response chain. It is preposterous because you can play so many cards against it. So now you resolve backwards. Bottomless is Chain Link, oh god, 7, something like that? I don't know, whatever. 6, yeah, Chain Link 6. So, the Bottomless resolves first, he's removed from play. This has no target. This has no target. This has no target. This has no target. You just wasted all those cards to get rid of one damn card. But the point is, it's an open response chain. So, if you play Bottomless on their monster, and they chain Book of Moon, and you need to get that monster off the field, you can then respond with Torrential. Very important because that can win or lose you games at times. You never know how important it can be. So I believe that should be all there is to it. That's the summon negation and summon response chain in a kind of timely, organized matter. I believe I covered everything. Like I said, yeah. To my knowledge, in the summon response and the summon negation step, Logia and Thunder King Ryo are the only monsters that have the ability to activate there because they say you negate the summon of a monster, blah 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 crap. So if a monster does say in its text, you can do X to negate the summon of a monster, it can be activated in the summon negation chain. And remember, if you activate this in the summon negation chain to negate and destroy the monster summon, they can't play My Body, they can't play crap like that because the monster's not in play yet, so they can't protect it. No cards on the field are being destroyed because it's not on the field yet. So this is the Gadget Guru, and I'll catch y'all later.